Hey y'all, I'm Danny, and this is Heard. J-Rob, make sure your mic is up. Your mic is good.
It's good.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Heard the Podcast. I'm your wonderful host, Danny. You can find Heard the Podcast on any podcast streaming platforms. That is HER apostrophe D the podcast on any podcast streaming platforms. We are on TikTok at Heard Pod, HERDPOD. Let me not fuck up my notes, child. Yes. We are on TikTok. We're on Twitter and Instagram, but I mean, I don't give a fuck about that shit because y'all don't care about that shit either. So TikTok it is. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our wonderful YouTube channel, HER apostrophe D the podcast. Make sure you guys are subscribed up, like it, share it, comment, good or bad, whatever. You guys hate when I do the mic with my rings like this. You guys think that I smacks too much. You guys think that I don't know. It's always a comment about me doing something on the mic that you guys don't like. But at least you guys are watching. At least you're commenting, because the commenting and all that stuff is good or bad is great for me. So thank you for tuning in and can continue to tune in. J-Rob, I'm joined by my wonderful engineer / should I just call you my producer? Do you want to be the producer of the show?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, my producer, my producer, J-Rob.
It was good.
Ooh, it's loud. Ooh, it's loud.
Turn that thing down.
Loud as fuck. You hear that shit through the thing? God damn.
I was like, hold on.
Shit. Anywho, before we get into the show, I have to do a quick vent. It wouldn't be a classic Heard episode if I didn't vent before I started the topics. J-Rob, oh my God.
What happened?
Okay, so you just it's just life shit. Like, okay, so just these past couple of weeks, I just been going through hell. I mean, I had a week off from work, which is cool. Mm-hmm. But this past week or so, like, I've been going through hell and high water, and like, it's just like, I praise and thank God. I just feel like I am one resourceful ass bitch. As I always figure out a way. If I can't do something this way, I have to figure out another way to do it, because it has to get done. You understand? Anyway, so I was actually, I live in Baltimore, y'all, and we record closer to the DC area. So it's like I drive like an hour and some change here or whatever. I'm from PG County, so it's not that big of a deal, whatever. And so out in Baltimore, see, this is how, I used to be like, now I get the Baltimore / Maryland DC debates, because Baltimore is Maryland, but it's its own separate thing. Like it is what it is. It's just its own thing. So I was due in for an oil change. Mm-hmm. So I will say this: I was being very irresponsible, because the other day I had to get my insurance to come out and give me a jump, because my engine wouldn't start up. And I'm like, what the frick? Because I got a new starter like maybe 2 years ago. I got a new starter or whatever. So I'm like, why is my starter being like, what the hell's going on? But I was like, you know what? I've been irresponsible with the lack of oil changes.
That's why you gotta keep up with that.
Yes, guys, please keep up with your oil changes. Yes. Make sure you guys are up on your oil changes. Do not F around with that.
Regular maintenance period.
Yeah. So because usually I would be like, okay, I'll just go buy oil from AutoZone and pour it in. I need to get an oil change. Because I'm like, why my car not starting? What the hell? I'm like, you know what? I haven't had an oil change since March, February, whatever. And it's fucking all. Ain't that trifling?
Yeah, the amount of time you drive. Yeah.
Ain't that fucking trifling?
Come on, man.
So yes, the last time I had like a legit oil change was like February, March, and we are now in September. Yeah, and I would just go and get like oil from AutoZone, pour it in my thing real quick, and keep it pushing. But no, I was irresponsible. So yes, my car didn't start the other day, so I had to call Allstate to come and start her up. So there's that, so that there was that, and I'm like, you know what, let me just go get an oil change and be responsible. So usually, so like with places like NTB or like Jiffy Lube or whatever, they'll charge you about $100 for an oil change.
I don't go there.
They'll charge like NTB, Jiffy Lube, all them places. They'll charge you like the least they'll charge. You could probably go to Midas and get an oil change for like $70 maybe. But like usually it's between $70 to $100 for an oil change, high mileage, right? And so I'm like, no, I want to save money. So I'm like, let me do Walmart, because when I used to live in PG County, I would go to the Walmart in Clinton and get my oil change for $40. So I said, bet I'm gonna go to a Walmart out here in Baltimore and go get my oil changed here. Usually what I'm used to, they don't require an appointment. I will always walk in to get my oil change at Walmart. So the Walmarts that I found in Baltimore, I had to go to 2 of them this morning. I've been driving since 9:30 a.m. because I thought I was going to go to the gym this morning, but I didn't have time because it was some bullshit. Anyway, so I went to one Walmart, and I went in there and said, hey, I want to get oil change. They said, oh, you have to have an appointment. I said, you have to have an appointment here? Like, it didn't say that on the website. They didn't say that, you know, they're like, yeah, I know it doesn't say on the website, but the appointments are required at this location. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I found another Walmart. I had to drive out. So I'm literally driving. Baltimore is a big ass place. I'll say that.
It is.
Like, you can be in, like, Baltimore has a lot of different towns within it. Yeah. So as I already had to drive 20 minutes from my house to the Walmart, the first Walmart, then they couldn't do me. So I had to drive another 20 minutes to another Walmart that I found in the Baltimore area. It's only for me to go in there, and they were like, oh, appointment required. I said, well, like, look, like, because at this Walmart, it was a sister at the counter. I said, look, sis, like, can you squeeze me in? Because the first one was like an old white guy. Gotcha. He was like, oh, you have an appointment. I said, okay, fine, whatever, fine. I left. So this new one, it was some black girls in the back on the counter. I said, sis, can you squeeze me in, please? So they were going to squeeze me in. So sidebar, I had to, like, you guys have heard if you've been listening, you guys have heard my bank and debit card situations, right? So I had to listen. So this is what happened. Over the week, I had to I finally requested a new debit card. I finally requested a new debit card from one of my banks. So it was, so I've been using I've been doing Apple Pay everywhere I go. They gave me a virtual card, and they're going to mail me the physical card like within, like, I should be getting it in the next couple of days, but it takes like 7 to 10 business days for them to mail a fucking card out, I guess, whatever. So I've been waiting so I don't have a physical card. I just have Apple, whatever, the wallets, right? So so when I went to Walmart, it was like, yeah, no Apple Pay. I was like, oh, no Apple Pay. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. So I heard of cardless ATMs, but they're not everywhere. So the ATM in Walmart does not have a cardless option. So that was another hurdle. So, oh my God, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I'm walking around in the Walmart trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do, because I need to get an oil change before I go to this damn recording. I want an oil change because I don't want to deal with this. After today, I don't want to deal with my car. I don't want to deal with any car issues. So I went up to one of the counters in one of the sections, or whatever. Some sisters in the back in one of the counter. You know, we got to sit together. So I said, hey y'all, like, I explained to them, like, I don't have no card. Like, what do you suggest I do? Like, how can we finesse this? Can I cash app somebody? Like, what do I need to do? Because I will cash app you. She was like, oh, you can do it through. You can make it through Walmart Pay. Like, download the Walmart app, and you can load your card on the Walmart app, and you can pay at the counter with the Walmart app thing with your card, whatever, right? Bet, cool. So I made the thing, put everything on there, cool, boom. So I went to the auto center counter and I said, hey, I found a solution. I can pay through the Walmart Pay, right? So I loaded I did everything I needed to do. J-Rob, they took my key and everything, gave me my barcode. I'm sitting on the bench. I'm about to get my stuff done, right? Because mind you have to pay after the service. I was like, I can pay now. Like, no, pay after the service. Cool, fine. We'll pay after the service. Cool. They got my car keys. I went on the bench, waited. I'm looking on Instagram, looking at Young Thug security calls. I mean, jail calls, and like, I'm about to bookmarking all the tea for this episode today. So then all of a sudden, I got my headphones on. All of a sudden, the freaking Walmart store alarm just goes off. Like, there's a whole alarm in the store that just goes off crazy. And I'm just like, I'm on my phone. Like, at first time I listened to it because I had my headphones on. I'm looking on Instagram and like bookmarking all the tea I'm about to spill on this podcast today. And then I look up, and then the girl's like, come on, we have to go. Come on, guys, we have to go. Come on. So everyone in the store had to evacuate the Walmart. Yo. How do you find listen, so everyone in the Walmart had to evacuate. Right? They're like, come on, y'all. We all have to go to the Chick-fil-A up the block or whatever, because it's a big shopping center. It's like different stores, different like restaurants or whatever. We gotta go to Chick-fil-A. I'm like, Chick-fil-A? What the fuck? What? And like, you know, they said we all have to be 2,000 feet or 25,000 feet, some 25 whatever feet away from the Walmart. Right. I said, what's going on? We don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, look. I said, can you give me my car keys, please? At this point, it's maybe like 11 a.m. I think it's like 11 something, and mind you, I need to leave. I was in that Walmart for maybe like 15 minutes.
Okay, that sounds about right.
But they didn't start anything yet, and and they were already saying like, oh, it's gonna be an hour wait. I said, fine, as long as I'm at home at a certain time to get ready to come down here, because I like to leave. In order for me to get here at 5, I need to leave here by I need, in order for me to get here by 5, I need to leave my apartment by 3 p.m.
Right.
So I was like, fine, whatever. I got time because I already showered. I did everything I needed to do because I thought I was going to the gym this morning, and I always take a shower before the gym because I just don't like the extra funk on top of the funk. Then I'm gonna be funky after the. You know what I'm saying? It was, that's my little thing I do. But anyway, so. The whole alarm, I'm like, what the fuck? I said, look, girl, give me my car keys. I'm not about to sit here and wait for I'm like, how long is this going to take? We don't know. I said, okay, give me my car keys. Give me my car keys. So I got my car keys from the girl. I drove home. I went home. I said, I have to figure this out. So then, while I was driving, mind you, I'm thinking about different solutions. I'm always constantly trying to find a different fucking solution or some type of loophole in some shit. So I said, you know what? I'm used to, the reason I go to Walmart is because I will go to the one in Clinton and I would have to just walk in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be on that side anyway to the studio. I said, you know what? I'll just go home, get ready, and leave the house earlier, and just go get my oil change at the Walmart in Clinton. Right. And then after Walmart in Clinton, I can just come here. Boom. Whatever. And I went online to make sure that they don't require appointments, because times can change. I went online and it said appointments not required. I said, bet. Cool. Great. So I'm at home getting ready. I leave. Right. I hit the Walmart in Clinton. Okay, I hit the Walmart in Clinton. Yes. So now
it's only down the street.
So now it's like, so now I'm comfortable. It's a lot of black guys here. Like I'm smiling. Ladies, listen. You smile, you joke, right? So I walk inside. I said, hi, hi, I said, I need to get an oil change real quick, like a high mileage oil change, just real quick. He's like, I don't know. We got, you make an appointment? I said, it didn't say appointment was required. He was like, yeah, appointments are required. I said, can you please just squeeze? I'm like, listen, it was a black guy. He was like the manager of that auto center. Looked like he had real long dreads. He gave me 2 Chainz vibes. I said, sir, because in my mind I was like, you look like 2 Chainz, but I didn't say it to him out loud. But I was like, sir, like, can you just please, like, listen, like, can you just please squeeze me in? Like, I just had a rough day today. Can you please just squeeze me in? So he was like, okay, cool. We'll do you, whatever. I made sure I said hi to all the niggas in the back. Listen, hey, what's your name? Like, I'm over here joking and cackling. Like, listen, do my shit and do it right and do it quick so I can get the fuck out of here, okay? So, I was kikiing with the guys that was doing the stuff or whatever. So everything's cool. They doing my stuff. I was only in that Walmart for like maybe waiting for my oil change took like maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, it don't take that.
It wasn't that long. They got my shit and it was cool. I'm cackling with the guys or whatever. Because one of the guys said he had to, because I hit the Walmart in Clinton like around like 3:30ish, and one of the guys I was talking to, he was like, yeah, I gotta leave here at 4. But by the time 4 o'clock came around, I was so friendly, he was cackling and he came inside and was like, what you doing? Like just making comment, like, nigga, it's 4, ain't you off work? Nigga, what you talking to me for? Anyway, so the oil change was done, right, cool. So then I'm not worried because I set up my Walmart pay thing and everything's cool. Right. So it was time for me to pay for my stuff. So I opened up the Walmart app. So I'm doing the whole scan thing. Tell me why it didn't go through. It said, oh, security purposes, your card may be locked. I said, my card is not locked. This went to McDonald's before I got here. My card is not fucking locked. My card is working. What are y'all talking about? What's going on? Tried it a couple more times. It kept saying secure, So then they telling me, you might got to call your bank because your bank. I said, no, I don't. My bank is fine. I just used the card at McDonald's. I've been using it all week. My bank is fine. My card is not locked. I don't know why it's not working. Damn. So then I'm over here like, I don't know what to do, y'all, right? So then one of the girls was like, one of the ladies that worked there, she was like, you can pay with you can load your Cash App card onto the Walmart app. I said, I don't have a Cash App card. I don't have that. Like, do I get it? Let me just go and get it now. So I went on Cash App. I went and did a whole thing where I went and got a card through Cash App. And got a virtual card, and it shows the information, the card number in the back, the CVV, and all that stuff. Cool. I did that. So at first I did that because I didn't have any money on my Cash App, but I made that card thinking, but I loaded my debit card onto that Cash App. I'm thinking, okay, well, when I do my Cash App card, it'll probably just take from my debit card that's on the account, whatever, right? So I tried it so I loaded up the Cash App card, debit card onto the Walmart Pay app, whatever. Did it, and I scanned it again. So it said, no, decline because you have no money on your Cash App account. I said, wait, what? So I said, oh, F. Let me take money from my debit card and manually upload it onto my Cash App account so then it can be on my Cash App card. So then I did it again. And then I'm like, because mind you, I had already tried scanning. I didn't realize we didn't come to the Cash App solution until like maybe 2 or 3 tries of my debit card afterwards. I'm like, at this point, I'm getting a little bit of attitude. I'm like, because she's like, you might have to call your bank. And the guy was like, you might have to call your bank. I said, I don't have to call my bank, ma'am. No, ma'am. Stop. I don't have to call my, because I get to a point where like, don't tell me, I don't like, when I get upset, don't act like you know more than me. That's a flaw of mine, because you're helping me, but in my mind, in the moment, I don't feel that way. I feel like you're challenging me, and that's what I was giving like a little bit of a I had a little bit of I didn't give her attitude per se, like for real, but I did have a little bit of with her a little bit, because I was annoyed, because I'm like, I want to get my car. I'm not trying to be late to this session. I want to get the fuck out of here. So it was like it took 2-3 times before we got to the Cash App card solution. So we got to the Cash App. So at that point, I'm people in line behind me. I'm over here joking around with them, because I'm like, hey y'all mad at me? I'm so sorry. And the guy, it was a big dark skin guy. He gave me he had like this like colorful 2-piece on, like with like he had this graphic t-shirt, like this bright neon graphic t-shirt with pink and blue and green in it. Then he had some shorts to match, and like he was dark skinned, and he gave me T-Pain, like he gave me Florida, like he gave me like that type of vibe. So like I was over here, I'm like, you mad? I'm sorry, you mad at me, sir? I'm sorry. He was like, no, I'm not mad at you. Patience is a virtue. It's da 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 da. I said, great, thank you so much. So we over here like, you know, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I just want to come here. I made a joke. I was like, you know what? That's why I shop at Target or whatever, because they was because they were saying, because I was mad. I'm like, why doesn't Walmart take Apple Pay? Why do I wouldn't have to go through all of these hoops and hurdles, because Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay. So then the cashier was saying, oh, Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay because Walmart doesn't want to pay Apple. So I guess when you pay with certain situations, they have to pay these people. But then the lady's also saying, like, you know, they don't want to pay Apple, but she was like, that's confusing me, because they pay Visa and MasterCard and all those other places when people pay with their cards and stuff. Why can't they pay Apple? I'm like, yeah, why can't they pay Apple? That's like, come on, like, why can't you pay Apple? But I guess Walmart don't want to pay Apple.
It's a lot of things in the business world. Yeah,
so we joking around, and the guy was like, yeah, if Target had the auto department, you probably would have been there, not here. I said, yeah, I probably would have been there, not here. So we just cackling and stuff like that. And I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, like, so anyway, yeah, so, I was talking to them. I was like, yeah, like, I came to Walmart because I don't want to pay $100 for oil change. I want to pay half the price for the same shit.
Should have went to Lube Center.
What the fuck is that?
That's a oil change. Well, yeah, it's a little so it's no appointments required. You just drive your car through, and they give you oil change, all that stuff.
What is that? Is that in Baltimore?
It might be. I think it is one on that side, but I know since you was coming on this way,
Jiffy Lube has that, but Jiffy Lube charges $70 now. Yeah.
Well, never mind. You wouldn't. They charge 100 at that one, but
they do.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
It's worth it.
How is it worth it? It's the same shit.
You just try to fucking.
I'll park and get out my car if I say $50. If I have to park, if I have to park my car and walk to the building inside the doors and sit down and wait for $50 to be in my pocket, I will do that. I will do that.
Well, we all different, so
yeah. Like I just can't. Like I didn't want to pay the $100. Like what the, like no, I just don't want to do it. And plus, like I just had paid rent on time.
Finally, sign off fucking with you. Look, man, look. You know,
I said I'm gonna finish out this year strong, baby. I'm paying my rent on time, bitch.
Them stories.
But no, but we got to the Cash App thing. I got the Cash App card or whatever, loaded it up onto the Walmart Pay, and it worked. I got my car keys, and I was out, and I was here at 4:53 in the parking lot.
I was surprised you was on time.
Yes, I would have been earlier if I didn't have that Walmart debacle, that Walmart bullshit, huh?
It's like the first time in 2 years.
That's a black ass lie, J-Rob. That's a black ass lie.
You was on time at like the first.
That's
first
a black
half. First half of the season 1. That was like 2021, 222, something like that. I was like, oh shit, she outside at 4:55, 4:54, whatever it was. I mean, I'm giving you props. You know, you gotta do better. You gotta finish the year strong. You finish. You starting strong though. You starting strong. Don't fall off. Don't go downhill now. Don't go downhill. Hey, look.
I live in a whole nother city, okay?
You don't let nobody challenge. Sign off.
You tried that, man. And
you live in a whole nother city.
I live in a whole nother city.
I do too.
No, you live down the Beltway. You live 10 minutes away. This is the DMV area for a reason. Literally, you live in the V. You live in the V, and the V is 10 minutes away. That's why it's called DMV. I live in the M, but the M ain't really the M for real. It's really Baltimore. The fuck. That's why Baltimore don't be M for real.
Oh man. But nah,
Baltimore do not mean M in the DMV. It don't, because that's a whole shit.
It's a whole different
Baltimore
world.
should be a whole different state. But I'm not gonna. I digress. I'm not gonna start that argument. Whatever.
I fuck with Baltimore.
I fuck with Baltimore too. That's why I live there. That's why I live there. I went to college there. I graduated there.
Yep,
I love Baltimore.
You're Baltimorean.
You should come up. You and Darius should come up to Baltimore with me, and we can go out to eat and stuff. There's a lot of food places. So we should just try them. Yeah, we should just do that.
I got too many food places.
Yeah, I bookmarked some stuff on TikTok. Yeah.
Oh yeah, TikTok got everything.
Yes, but yeah, my life, like, it's just hurdles. I had to find a way. I'm at the register, going on Cash App, making a Cash App digital card, and have to do this and do that and do this and do that. It's just too much.
You made it happen though.
I made it happen, but goddamn, it's just too much. It's just too much. But that was my day.
Damn. I thought you did all this yesterday.
No.
You did all this
today before the session. Yes. Running around. I could have went. I was so mad because I'm like, I wasted an hour and a half driving to 2 different Walmarts this morning in Baltimore. Right. I could have went to the fucking gym and worked out like I wanted to.
And went there down the street. Got it done. But it's cool. You learn.
Yeah, I didn't know I needed an appointment for Walmart from Walmart's. Now I know I need an appointment for Walmart or James. But I will be going to Walmart instead of NTB. I will save my $50 and I'll go to Walmart. I will make sure I'll just keep up with my oils and just make it. Once I need the oil, I'll make sure I make an appointment and do it that way.
Follow the sticker when they put it on your
Yes,
shit.
I'll follow the sticker. Yes,
Don't disregard this.
I'm not going to disregard it because I definitely was disregarding that bullshit. I said, fuck that sticker. I don't give a fuck about that motherfucking sticker. Fuck that sticker.
That's your problem.
Yeah, it was shit. That sticker was a Jiffy Lube sticker, by the way, too. The shit. It was a Jiffy Lube. No, it was an NTB sticker. But yeah. Anyway. Anywho, yeah. Ciao. Anyway, transitioning. Yes. So, we are about to go into the segment of the show where we discuss all of the pop culture topics and entertainment and all of these things. Real quick. This is called Heard on the Curb. By the way, this segment is called Heard on the Curb, where we talked about the topics. Heard on the Curb. So what do you know about Dame Dash so far?
I just found out, he had bankruptcy.
Yes, he recently filed for bankruptcy. What you say?
No, he just filed for bankruptcy.
Yes. So this is the thing, right? Dame Dash was always, I knew that he was always like an arrogant guy, and he came up with Jay-Z and all of them and New York, this and that. Like, I'm like, he's a New York guy, so arrogance comes with the New York package from what I see. So he was always an arrogant guy, always like, just being blunt, direct, and just like cocky and whatever. That's what I liked about him. I liked how he was always confident, and I love confident people, and I love a confident rhetoric. So I always enjoyed watching his interviews, whether it was Breakfast Club, whether it was this place, that place. I always enjoyed watching interviews because he was always cocky and confident. And he always stood on his shit, and he always pushed like self-worth and self-ownership and self-employment and self-this and be your own boss. And I remember on Breakfast Club, he had like a little debate with Charlamagne and Envy about like having a boss and being an entrepreneur and why you calling another man a boss. That's like calling another man daddy and all that stuff. So it's crazy to see that he fast forward has money issues. It's like his peers, Jay-Z and 50 Cent. It's all these things. So it's sad to see that, but I came across these videos. Let me see. So here's a clip of Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club.
Is you lying? You lying. Call out a name or you lying. Call out a name. Be a man and call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
Chatty patty. That's where I got. I'm sure chatty patty was always like a phrase, but that's where I got chatty patty from. Yes, I want to actually call you guys chatty patties. My herd chatty patties. So that is my tribe name for you guys. It is the chatty patty. So next time I'm going to start calling you guys chatty patties. Anywho. That's where I got chatty. I'm sure. I don't know if chatty patty is like a New York slang or an old school New York slang, or I don't know. I heard chatty patty from Dame Dash, and he a New York nigga, so I don't know who originated it. I'm just saying I heard it from Dame Dash first. Here's another clip from the Breakfast Club interview, his infamous Breakfast Club interview.
What's your boss name? What's your boss name?
Which one? We got a bunch
my God! You proud to say which one?
Yeah, we're on 50 different markets. We have a different
what's your boss name? My son to call another man boss is calling another man daddy.
Why?
It's not for men to be told what to do by other men. That's just where Harlem is raised. So yeah, you could go be calling somebody else boss, a man, or whatever, and hustle for what you can't pass to your.
Okay. Hustle for some shit you can't pass to your son is what the clip was finishing off and saying. Here is 50 Cent. Discussing Dame Dash as well recently.
He gave for that. How much money did he give for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Cash, straight after taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
Yes.
How much money
So
did he
that
give?
was 50 Cent discussing Dame Dash situation as well. I bring this up. Let me just make sure I say this properly. So it officially says Dame Dash filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in Florida and is $25 million in debt, mostly tied to unpaid taxes, child support, and legal judgments. He listed just $4,000 and he listed just $4,350 in personal property. That includes a $500 phone. I don't know what phone costs $500. Well, I guess do our phones cost $500?
Yeah,
I guess it does. We just so used to paying it in monthlies. We just don't know how much the damn iPhones is worth.
I just pay that shit outright. That shit was like I forgot.
Oh, you pay your phone outright?
Yeah.
How much was it?
Probably like $1,000.
Are you serious, J-Rob?
Yeah.
How much your phone bill? Like $40?
Yeah, like $35.
Damn.
$30.
Damn.
Something like that.
Damn.
I use Visible. Shout out to Visible. I've been using it for like 10 years.
What's Visible?
It's like a subsidiary of Verizon, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can keep paying y'all $80, $100 for
My
it.
shit,
Cool.
my phone bill, because I have 3 lines. I have 1 line. My grandmother uses a line. I bought her a tablet. My phone bill
That's crazy.
every month. That's probably why I'm fucking broke all the damn time.
Yeah, you got to eliminate a lot of them things. Like,
Wow. But I do get like free Hulu through my T-Mobile, and I get
and you use it, right?
yeah, I use it.
So, I mean, as long as you use the service.
But I don't pay my phone outright, so that's what you did.
I always pay it on my. Yeah, I never really.
Wow, you really
stuff.
pay that shit outright.
Yeah, that's how I do things anyway. I like to pay shit outright. I
Wow.
like the installment shit. I don't even like car notes. So
Wow.
So I'll be like,
So maybe you should like balance my checkbook or something. I don't know. Maybe you should be my financial advisor or something.
I mean,
You want to be my financial advisor?
I would like that.
That mean I would have to tell you how much I get paid and how much. That's too much of my personal business that you need to be knowing. I don't want you knowing my pockets for real. Because you be like, oh my god, you could. I bet you if you saw how much I get paid and you saw myself, oh my god, you can be saving so much money if you did it like that. I know you probably said that shit. I know you would.
I mean,
Anywho, yeah. Well, you should have called Dame Dash shit because he in the hole. So it says he listed just $4,350 in personal property. That includes a $500 phone, $2,500 in jewelry, clothing, 2 firearms, and $100 in cash. He reported monthly expenses of $5,200 and no income. He has no income. I remember a few years ago he pressed Lee Daniels on stage somewhere for his money. I guess it was some situation he had going on with Lee Daniels. I don't know if it was a production thing. I don't know what was going on.
nah, he loaned him some money.
Oh, he loaned Lee Daniels some money?
Yeah.
Oh, he
never.
oh wow. You can't do that. You can't be doing that. Yeah. Especially in his condition because he has no income.
This is a while ago though, but damn.
Yeah,
it's like,
but it's still
shit.
like you had to press somebody for you. But damn, this is sad. But I only brought this up because you would think by listening to his interviews that he's so like on top of his finances. He's so financially he's so financially literate. Mm-hmm. But look at his like. So it's just like damn. It's what they say. What's the famous saying? The loudest one is the most. What is it? The loudest one is
in the room is the.
I don't know.
The loudest in the room is we know
something about you being the loudest in the room and you not knowing shit, or you being the most obnoxious and you not know, because look, he's the loudest and the most obnoxious talking about Envy and Charlamagne. You got bosses, but these are Charlamagne and Envy. They're them alone separately. They're multimillionaires.
They entrepreneurs at the same
They're entrepreneurs
time,
as well. So it's like I know they was kikiing on Breakfast Club. Like they was kikiing a little bit. They was like, oh, you said this. Look at this. Look what you said. Look what you said back then, and look at you now. You know what I mean? So damn Dash. Shit.
Hopefully it'd be good though.
Hopefully, but he's been. I mean, I've been hearing about his financial troubles for years now.
Right.
I mean, he's been trying. I think his son was on and his daughter was on Growing Up Hip Hop at one point.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, moving along. Okay, so listen. How long Young Thug been out of jail?
Shit, seemed like a month or two. Some
not no 2 months.
I don't keep up with that.
I think he been out for like a good year now.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe I say about 2. I think he been out for 2 years. Let me see. When? Let me Google.
I feel like he just got out.
No. He
I just don't pay attention to it.
How long?
That's crazy.
Has Young Thug? I don't pay attention to either, but these damn jail calls have been coming out. It's some tea. I'm like, that's a chatty patty right there.
I only hear them joints. I didn't even listen to them calls. That's crazy.
Out of
I just heard people talking about
prison. Oh my God. It says,
that's crazy.
Oh, he's only been out for a year. He was released October 31st last year, 2024. Yeah.
Damn, time moved fast.
Yeah, he only been out for a year. But he did release he released a project while he was in prison though, called Business is Business.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, child. So his phone calls then leak when him and Mariah the scientist, his girlfriend, on the phone kikiing and gossiping and all this other stuff. He was talking about Gunna to 21 Savage at one point. At one point, we heard 21 Savage was trying to talk him out of doing some dumb shit, and he was trying to be the voice of reason. So we know from them jail calls, we know that 21 Savage, that's a real nigga right there. He always gave me real nigga vibes, but just from them jail calls, even though it says that the jail calls are, even though before the jail calls are made, it always says this call will be recorded. I guess Young Thug didn't give a fuck, but yes, we heard 21 Savage. He's very level headed. Like, he gives real nigga. I love men that are real men, like morally. I love that. I see that with 21 Savage. That confirmed it for me. He was talking about Gunna. We just heard recordings today of him talking about Drake and Metro Boomin, and he talked about Future. I didn't think that he was talking about Future, but goddamn, he talked about Future eventually. But they've been gradually coming out throughout the week. So it's like who he pissed off and who got these recordings and who's just like, it's like I don't know if they're baiting him in or if they're like warning him, like, nigga, here we go. He pay me my money or pay me some. I don't know if you owe somebody some money or something. I don't know if you fuck somebody, bitch. I don't know what you did, Young Thug. But they got a hold of them jail calls and they releasing them. So a couple of notable ones. He talked about Future. He said, well, I'll get to Future in a minute. But there was one call that he had with Mariah the Scientist where he was talking about GloRilla. He was calling GloRilla ugly and this and that and all these things. So I'm gonna play the recording right here so you guys can hear for yourself on here. Why are you acting like you can't just go? Annoying. Here we go.
Yeah.
Why do people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. People niggas be saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't nothing.
They be saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, be like goddamn Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Watch out.
Oh, man.
Bitch, watch out.
Look like Rihanna. Long ass bullshit ass wig. Skinny shit. Goddamn. Big ass head. Big mouth. Man, watch out.
Man, watch out.
It's crazy. There probably niggas really running around sneaking with her too. She on the
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of niggas in her DM and stuff. Probably. But I be feeling like sometimes a lot of niggas like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular and you weren't trying to fuck with the girl, it's just like she got a number one song and,
Mm-hmm. Niggas like, oh, let hit her. Man, bitch ain't talking about nothing. I would not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out. Watch out. Man. All the shit I seen about her. Seen a video of walking past. That big ass mouth, just like always laughing, looking at that bitch. She look funny. She look funny. Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell who trying to smack this? Man, you thinking like Trippie Redd.
And Mariah just kikiing.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
Man, Trippie Redd and cuffed this girl.
She's messy as hell. They messy as hell. They showed a clip from a couple months ago where GloRilla came out as a special guest at Mariah's concert. They was all hugged up and Mariah called her pretty and all these other things, and so Mariah definitely looked fake on that phone call with Young Thug as well. But you know what's funny? A couple things. One thing, I guess, man, watch out. That's it's an ATL thing or some shit. Yeah, watch out, man. Yeah. Watch out.
Watch out.
When he said that, you know what I picture? I don't even know where I don't know exactly what I was it White Chicks or something, one of them funny movies where was it the Wayans brothers like move bitch and then push the bitch out the way when they was it Wayans brothers or something, or was it
sound like White Chicks?
Was it White Chicks or something? It was some movie. Did Dave Chappelle do it? Somebody did it where it was like they walking down the hallway and like move bitch and then smack the bitch out the way or whatever. That's what like man watch out, and you just, that's what I picture when he say man watch out. Somebody saying move bitch and then whacking the bitch out. That's what I picture when he say, "Man, watch out, man, watch out, watch out, man, watch out."
Get out of the way.
Talk about something to Rihanna. Like, what the fuck? What? But no, you know what's so another thing. This is the second thing. You know what grinds my? I don't know if it grinds my gears or if it tickles me. It is so funny that ugly guys have all the audacity to call women ugly. That's crazy, right? It's always the ugly, busted up, chopped ass niggas that be the first ones calling another woman chopped or they ugly or something like that. I never really see a good looking guy, and I'm not saying good looking men aren't trash. Like men are trash in general. I'm not, well, if it's whatever, but like it's usually like the busted up chopped ass niggas that be the main ones with the audacity to call other women ugly, as if they can even get the bitch that they call ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Audacity at all times.
It's just the audacity. It's just like it be the ugliest men, or it be the most busted men having the audacity to speak on someone else's another woman's appearance. And like it's that, and then because it almost tickles me as hard as men just disrespecting women in general, but they wouldn't have that same energy for men. You know what I'm saying? It's just so funny. There's nothing adds up here to me. I thought it was so people were saying because this recording came out a couple days ago. This recording came out a couple days ago, and people had their things to say. They thought that Mariah was being fake. I think, I mean, none of these people are friends in the industry, but it's just funny how you on the phone with your nigga Kiki and like, he's calling her ugly, and then you want to add to it something. Oh, they say she look like Rihanna, like we're trying to add to it and have him say his thing, just adding to the smoke. She look like Rihanna. They say she look like Rihanna, like just adding to it and shit.
Right.
It's that, and then her saying, basically, like, when if it's someone that's popping or they have a number one song, they're popping or whatever, they get the guys or they get people, they get attention, they get all these things. But it's like, I'm like, well, Mariah, aren't you doing that to Young Thug? Like, I don't think, like, Mariah is a beautiful woman. Right. It's like, girl, if Young Thug wasn't Young Thug, would you talk to him? Like, really? Would you talk to him? Like, if he wasn't Young Thug and didn't have Young Thug money, would you be with him, Mariah? Like, would you tolerate the things that he's done to you? Because early on, it was revealed that he was yapping with other chicks on the jail phone as well, and she got mad at him when that came out, and I guess she forgave him, but I think it was even some audio that came out before this at one point when they said he was talking to some guy saying that, oh, Mariah, she just loves me too much. She just like he knows that he has you wrapped around his finger, so it's just like he knows that you're not going to leave. And the fact that he's talking about another female to you, people were saying like they think that she's insecure, and he's trying to boost her ego by saying that, because GloRilla came out and was like, it's funny because you was just the one on my phone. Because GloRilla came out and said you was blowing up my phone asking me what color was my eyes, but I'm ugly though. Like, it was like, damn, so you was on GloRilla line? Like, when was this? What's going on here? Let me see something real quick, because academics and all them been covering this, and I guess like who Whack 100 is?
Yeah.
He calls into academic show sometimes too and gives his 2 cents.
Yeah.
Here's an audio of him talking about Young Thug and what he said about GloRilla as well. Here it is right here.
Mariah gonna forgive him for what he said, who he'll leave her for. I want to see if Mariah gonna forgive him for this. Yeah, it's coming, Mariah. You think you looking like a fool now? Him telling you how ugly GloRilla is, and the whole time this thing got calling her to ask her what color her eyes is. He ain't did a public apology to nobody but her. You know why? When she shot back at him, she was letting him know, what's in my phone, nigga. Keep playing with me. Mariah can't be that stupid that like you ain't apologized to nobody publicly but her once she shot back. He's trying to suppress everything she got. But we gonna let you know what Thug really feel about you.
Yeah, so he's alluding to Young Thug talking more shit about Mariah, the scientist, because when GloRilla tweeted after the recordings came out, GloRilla said, mind you, this the same nigga blowing up my phone asking me what color my eyes are, LMAO. Right. Then Young Thug released an apology on Twitter saying he added GloRilla and he said, first of all, I'm sorry to you for my words, and I honestly don't think you're ugly at all. I was speaking from jail, just having a hard time with life. I don't like bashing girls and hardly ever did. I'm sorry to you, twin. Oh my god. So I don't know. I mean, do you believe him? Do you believe that he doesn't think she's ugly? Like, do you believe?
I don't know what the fuck people believe in.
I don't think GloRilla's ugly. I think GloRilla's pretty. I think GloRilla and Mariah the scientist don't look too much different. They're both Mariah's skinny and small. Mariah's the same size as GloRilla. Mm-hmm. Maybe she doesn't wear wigs. She probably wears extensions.
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, you can be pretty and you can still get dogged out. We see we see a lot of pretty women get dogged out. It doesn't matter how you look. So it's just like that should be another thing. I do think that he maybe he did mean I think that Mariah definitely pushed him to apologize. I don't know what you think.
Probably most likely.
I mean, I do think that he was on GloRilla's line asking her what color. I don't know. He was on the phone. What color are your? I don't know. Flirt. That's crazy. Like, I don't want to ever hear about my man calling nobody asking what color their eyes are. Like, excuse me. So that was embarrassing. But before GloRilla tweeted that, Mariah already was trying to tell him, like, you need to say sorry, because she felt bad because she was on a phone call kikiing with him on that. Wasn't even like saying, oh, don't say that. She was kikiing with him and then added to it saying they say she look like Rihanna, like trying to like add to it and be funny and stuff. Like, stop. That wasn't nice. That wasn't right. Yeah. They say Whack 100, I guess he clearly has some stuff on him or whatever. I don't know. But in the industry and in wherever they be at, people be knowing each other's teas. People, that be in close proximity to one another. So even Mariah probably know that he be cheating on her. And just, I mean, they saw it was a jail call where he was talking to some other random girl, and then it was a call where he was talking about how Mariah just loves him so much. She loves me too much, and like she's still here. So it's just like, I mean, what more can you take? But back to my point with the stuff where she was saying, like, when someone's popping, they'll get a lot of niggas because she's popping, she has the #1 song and stuff. But yeah, like, girl, I think you're doing that with Young Thug. Like, you're doing that with Young Thug. I don't think, like, and like, I don't feel bad for calling Young Thug ugly because you call a woman ugly for unprovoked for no reason. You didn't have to say that. Like, if you wanna boost your woman's ego, you don't have to put another woman down. And like, even men that do that is suspicious to me, because it's like you talking shit about this girl to me. Like, it gives me high school where like, or like even middle school, elementary school, when a boy bullies you, it's like because he really likes you, who doesn't know how to say it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It just, like, men lie a lot and men deflect, and like I don't put anything past a man. I just don't. I don't put anything past the man. I just don't. So I don't think Mariah the Scientist will be with a Young Thug if he wasn't Young Thug, and I don't think she would have put up with the shit that he has put her through because if he wasn't Young Thug. I don't think that at all. I just don't. So the same way, her same logic with why GloRilla gets attention from guys is the same logic I'm gonna use to why I see you still with him, especially after he dogs you out and talks about you on these jail calls and cheats on you and all these things. So,
it's crazy.
Anywho, another person that he discussed that release was Future. Mm-hmm. And so it was so funny because early this week people were saying like, ooh, he better not say nothing about Future, whatever. And then today the future stuff came out because I guess they were close.
They were.
They had a lot of guys. A lot of these people, these frequent collaborators like Future, the Drakes, the Metros, the Young Thugs, the Gunnas, like the Migos, Quail, all of them that they always be on each other's albums. Lil Baby, like he talked about Lil Baby at one point on the jail calls. But Young Thug basically said that he don't fuck with Future no more because he's fake. He was like, he straight up said it. And then I will say this, he did mention, I don't know if he really did this, but he did mention that he did tell Future, you're fake, I don't fuck with you like that no more. So that's he mentioned that on the call. So he did say it to his face. It wasn't no messy shit where he said it behind his back. He did say it to his face according to the call that I heard. So that was shocking to me. I'm like, oh wow, okay. And he even was saying like, Future would invite him to the studio to help him write records. But when girls would come around, he would act funny. Or he would act funny when certain people come around. Like and Young Thug was like, I don't do that fake ass shit. Like, nah, nigga, I'm not coming around your ass no more because you weird as fuck. And he even was like, I taught you everything you know. I'm like, oh wow, shit. He is like that with you, Thug and Future.
Dang, man.
What do you think? Because I definitely think that Future is like a pioneer in the Atlanta rap scene. But I mean, Young Thug probably did help him behind the scenes with stuff. Because who was popping first, Young Thug or Future? I know that Future came. Remember when Future first came out with Racks on Racks on Racks, racks.
Right.
And then Young Thug. What was Young Thug's debut song?
I'm a stoner. Was it stoner?
I'm a stoner.
I think that's the first song I heard from him.
Let me see. Hold on. What was Young Thug's debut song? Let's see if you're right. Oh, you were right. Back in 2013.
Yeah. Stoner.
I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner.
Around the same
Tony
time.
Montana.
Right.
Tony
But I don't think that
Montana.
was his. I think he had another.
Racks
song
on Racks was
before that.
Future's first thing. That's when Future
Well, he was on
first
the-
came out.
Well,
But I heard
it
that he
should've been
wrote
his
this.
song.
I heard that he wrote the song though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
People think it's his song, but it's
It's really the other guy.
YC, but
Yeah.
don't nobody remember his.
Yeah.
shit, so.
Yeah. They just on the hook.
Yeah, they just remember Future for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he had another song before Tony Montana, or it was after. It was one of the two, but it was around that time though for sure.
Voila Magic. Was it that one?
Nah, it wasn't that. But no, he actually had his mixtapes was popping. Let me take that.
What
back.
was
Dirty
Future's
Sprite.
debut song?
Yeah, but the mainstream joint, I can't remember. It might have been Tony Montana. It was another song he had. Damn, I can't remember that shit. You'll find it.
Google says first recorded song is Belly of the Beast, but no, what's Future's first hit? It says Racks.
That's the first one.
Google said Racks, but I mean, I'm sure you're probably right.
Yeah, it's
Let me go on
it's
Billboard.com.
officially
Future's 10 biggest Billboard hits. We going down a road
Facts,
now.
facts.
Let's scroll down Billboard.com. It says top 10 is his top 10 Billboard hits. Number 10 is Used to This. How'd that song go?
I don't even remember that shit.
Okay.
I think I heard that the other day. But
Used to This. Okay, that was back in 2016. That's number 10. Number 9, 21 Savage and Metro Boomin's X, Future and Future. This is his 10 Billboard biggest songs. X, I'm just stunting on my ex, bitch. That one?
no, that wasn't the first one.
That was 21 Savage's song with Metro Boomin, and his Future was on the song.
Yeah. I remember that song.
But I'm on his top 10 Billboard hits.
Top 10 Billboard.
Ace Hood's Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. That's number 8.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Rocco's You Don't Even Know It.
Yeah, that's
Featuring Rick Ross and Future. That's number 7. Number 6 is Where You At with Drake. Where You At was that?
Yeah.
We was lit in college. Oh my God. Peak Future and Drake. Oh my God.
Where your ass be?
Number 5, Maroon 5's Code, Future and Future. I don't know how that song goes. Number 4, Low Life, Future and The Weeknd.
I remember that song.
Number 3, Drake and Future's Jumpman. Number 2 is Lil Wayne's Love Me. I'm on that good cushion I can, Number 1 is Mask Off. Mask Off is his biggest hit today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was Tony Montana, and then Same Damn Time. That's what
Same damn time at the same
that was
damn
like the
time
second, that was
at
the
the
second
same
song.
damn time. Yeah, okay.
But the first one was Tony
Montana.
Yeah.
Okay. But then if you was really there, racks on racks on racks.
That's what
oh wait,
turned.
remember how go? Racks on racks on racks.
Oh my God.
Racks on racks.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, he don't fuck with Future no more because I guess Future be fake when the bitches come around and all this other stuff and blah blah blah. But speaking of Future. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I do want to say this. He definitely mentioned like he definitely was heard talking shit about Gunna. He do not fuck with Gunna no more. He thinks he's a snitch, like all this stuff. He feels like Gunna made it a RICO case. But 21 Savage was trying to like just talk him out of doing certain petty shit. He was planning on putting out his project, Business is Business, at the same time as Gunna's album.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Was it Gift and the Curse? What was the album with Fuck You Mean on it? Was that Gift and the Curse?
Nah.
I think it was Gift and the Curse.
For real?
Gunna's album. Let me go on Spotify. Let me just make sure. It was the album with "Fuck You Mean" on it. But 21 Savage was just basically on the call saying like people still fuck with him. Like they don't care what y'all say, they still fuck with him. Even especially with that song being out, they still fuck with him. Yeah, so it's like they don't get like Gunna's like I don't give a fuck. I still have a fucking career.
Nah, facts.
It's called A Gift and a Curse back in 2023. Yes, because he released 3 albums since he's been out.
Yeah, he been
it was
crazy.
A Gift and a Curse back in 2023. 2024 he put out One of One, and then this year he just put out the last one.
Yeah.
I guess that's the last one that's on Young Thug's label. And 21 Savage was just saying like don't go out and just say shit. Like, get him back like behind the scenes with business. Like make him pay you this and that, and do that, whatever. Whatever. But anyway, so back to Future. And speaking of Future. It was revealed that Ciara, it says that Ciara changed Baby Future's last name to Wilson, but she added Wilson to Future's last name, and that was cool. That was cool. I feel like because Baby Future's name is Future Zaire Wilburn. Now it's Future Zaire Wilburn Wilson. Yeah. So I think that was pretty cool because, I can tell that Ciara is, we don't know these people and we know every relationship isn't perfect, but from what we can see, Ciara is very happy in her marriage. And I feel like she really found the one. She really found her soulmate, and has a growing family with Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. Her and Russell have 3 children biologically together. Yeah. And of course, Baby Future is his. He looks at him as his son, of course, because he's married to Ciara and he loves him. I thought that was amazing. I think that she just wants to me in my mind, I think that she just wants to put the bow on her. I feel like she loves her family, she loves her kids, she loves her husband, and I feel like she just wanted it to truly be a unit on paper, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she wanted to make sure to add and also she probably just wants to make sure that Baby Future doesn't feel left out when it comes to his other siblings. Like, why my other siblings have y'all last name? Y'all all have the same last name but me. Right. Like he's the only one. He will be the only one in the family that has Wilburn and not Wilson to his last name. And and Ciara is married to Russell Wilson, so she's Ciara Wilson. So it's like she wants him to feel included in the family. That's what I feel like, and especially on paper, a blended family. Yeah. So because that is Russell looks at him as a son, and that is his son because it is his son as well. So I think that was pretty cool. I have an older sister. And we don't have the same biological father, but my father is raised us with my mom. My mom married my dad. Mm-hmm. I'm the younger sister, but my mom married my dad, and we're a family. So she calls him dad as well. Right. Because he raised her as well. Because I think my sister was maybe 3 or 4. When my mom met my dad, so he's been in her life for all her life almost, and my dad taught her how to drive and everything. Oh yes. Yeah. So, but she still has a relationship with her dad though too. Right, so, right. But it's like that she calls her dad because she calls him dad because it's her dad, and that out of respect as well. Even though we have different last names, me and my sister, I have their last name, my parents' last name, but she has a different last name. She has my mom's maiden last name, but yeah, she calls him dad because that's her dad too. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, he raised her. Yeah. So yeah, I get the whole dynamic. I get the dynamic, even though stepdad, whatever. No, it's just that's a family. It's still family, and it's still yeah. And I thought that was really cool. I'm change the whole last name. No, you have to keep Wilburn because you have to keep, even though Future isn't. She has made it clear that Future is not in his life like that. When she was on an interview with the Shade Room, interviewer was like, how is it co-parenting with Future? And she cracked up laughing. She laughed for 5 minutes in the interview, like co-parent. They was laughing. So I'm like, okay, well, he's definitely not there. Right. Even Young Thug on the call was Young Thug was talking about how Future be nutting in everybody. He got 20 kids, and he was saying with Bob Marley had a whole bunch of kids, but he was locked in with his kids. He still was there. He still was a real dad. With Future, he'll be locked in with the bitches and not the kids. I'm like, damn, he be locked in with the bitches and not the kids. Shit. And then even Young Thug was saying that to Mariah the Scientist, and then he even said. Young Thug was like, yeah, I don't even I used to nut in bitches when I was broke and when I wasn't a superstar. But when I came a superstar, I don't none of these bitches no more. And you're saying this to your girlfriend. right now. Like, yeah, when I was broke and when I wasn't nobody, I was nothing in them. But now when I made it and I'm a star, I don't nothing bitches no more. Until your girlfriend. And then she just sitting there like, like, girl, what? Like, shouldn't you be like, don't worry about that no more. It don't matter. Don't even think about it. Like, the things that he was saying on these phone calls is like, you shouldn't even be talking like this. You're not even single, sir. So you shouldn't be talking like this anyway. It don't matter if you nutting who or not. You ain't nothing to know. You nothing what?
It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here.
Do he nut in Mariah? Do he nut in you, girl? Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey, man.
Anywho, child, but he said he was like, he don't be locked in with his kids. He be locked in with the bitches. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Anywho.
Oh, man.
On to the next. Cardi B.
Another Cardi.
The album comes out the 19th, the same day as the movie that we're going to go see that I'm excited for. Yes. So I'm waiting for that album because I can't wait. Because, child, all this commotion around Cardi B, child, all this commotion. I just can't wait for the music. I need the music. So she won the court case that she was in, that frivolous court case. She won that. But it was funny because when she got the verdict or whatever, they left the courtroom, and I guess, reporters were outside and people were outside, whatever. And then one guy was asking her, like, I'll play it right here. Here you go.
Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
I got another marker, Cardi.
Cardi, your courtroom is amazing.
You're amazing, Cardi. I still love you even though you just threw some stuff at me.
I don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that. Do you see women asking those type of questions to me?
No,
you see women asking those questions to me?
It's legit.
Why do you feel as a man you get to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners. And your mama taught you respect women.
So she chucked a pin at the guy that asked about the paternity of her, because she's clearly pregnant, guys. She chucked a pin at the guy that was like, "Oh, is it Offset's? Is it Stephon's? Are you sure? Is there any drama with that?" And like, she was like, "Don't disrespect me," right outside the court building. After she got off on that $24 million, she's on camera chucking a fucking Sharpie at someone. So
Get that shit right back.
You said, well, she gonna be. Go ahead, make that U-turn back to the courthouse, Cardi. Go ahead, make that U-turn back in the building. Go ahead, circle back. Go ahead, go back in there. But that was crazy to even ask. But to me, she's pregnant. To me, I'm not confused at the pregnancy. She's clearly pregnant to me or whatever. But people are just dumb, and people in general are really dumb. I realize. Oh no, I'm going off. I'll get back on the road in a second. People are really dumb, J-Rob.
You just
people are really dumb.
Like
out. even for me in my small platform, I'll post clips on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, and the comments that I get are just like, "Are you serious right now? Like, this made sense to you? And like, is this a real person typing this to me right now?"
It might be a bot.
Remember when I told you about how remember that infamous clip where that infamous episode where I talked about how I paid my rent late, and I thought it was gonna be late, but it really wasn't, because I paid with a debit card, and at first it put the money back in my account, but it took it back out again, and it was negative, and I overdrafted. So I overdrafted my debit card. Tell me why when I posted that clip, somebody commented and said, "No, what you did was check fraud. It wasn't overdraft. It wasn't overdrawn. It was a check fraud." I'm clearly saying a debit card in the video, and the bitch is saying, "No, what you did was check fraud." I'm like, what?
Hey man, look.
I'm like, what?
Hey, everybody got their own opinion.
I'm talking about how I overdrafted my debit card, and you telling me I committed a check fraud? And you're typing this to me in real life? So people are idiots. So I say this to say, after her court case, because she leaked. I definitely think her team leaked this for like promotion or whatever. But she leaked like a Latino trap sounding song called Bodega Baddie. It sounds really good. She should definitely always keep true to her roots. Like every album, definitely keep that Latino trap or that Latino or that Latin origin on there, or that Latin vibe on there at some point, and at least one song. With Rihanna, she's a pop girl, but every album she has at least one Caribbean song on there. She has to stay true to her roots. So definitely stay true to your Caribbean roots, Cardi B, and definitely keep a Latin song on there at some point. I can't wait to see who's on that song, because I don't know. I definitely think that she should have like an underground trap Latino guy or something like that. I don't know. I don't want her to have like a Bad Bunny or nothing like that. I want her to have like a ghetto reggaeton, some ghetto Dominican nigga from the Bronx on there rapping and shit, trying to make it out the trenches and shit. Like have him on there, but like make it ghetto and nice and because is reggaeton like the ghetto Latino trap? Is that what that is, or should I call it ghetto? I shouldn't say reggaeton is ghetto, huh? But reggaeton is like more of like the urban type of like Latino stuff, right? Or no?
It's just a Latin version.
Yeah. Because I love that. I love that shit. Yeah. I can blast some Daddy Yankee. Ooh. I can blast some Daddy Yankee in my car. Shoot, when Pitbull had straight backs and he was with Ying Yang Twins. Remember that? Remember them Pitbull days when he had straight back cornrows? And he was saying nigga and all that shit. Maybe he was saying nigga too back in the day. He was saying that shit too. Because back in the day, see, we was 12, 11 years old. We didn't know any better. Fat Joe was saying nigga and all types of shit. He's still defending him, whatever. But we didn't know any better. We didn't know.
Hey, they Latin, so it's cool.
Not all Latin. The black ones is fine. The black side of the Latin is fine, but the white side I don't like that, because them Latin cultures be racist towards the blacks too. That's why I don't fuck with that shit.
No, they do.
Off the topic, because I don't want to get there.
Yes.
But people are dumb. People are dumb because she's clearly freaking pregnant. We all see that she's fucking pregnant. But she posted a TikTok with her leaked Bodega Baddie snippet playing, where like I don't know if she has like her corset or some sort of like I don't know if it's like a padding or whatever in her pants, to show like she has her jacket open and it's like clearly some sort of corset or something in her pants where she's like playing with it and stuff. And the dumb people are thinking like, oh, she faked a pregnancy for her rollout and this and that. I'm like, no, she's just like, y'all are dumb, and I feel like she's just playing with y'all at this point. Like, why can't she? Now, my whole thing is, it doesn't really bother me because it's her life and she's pregnant, but I'm not gonna like she's tricking us before rollout. No, like she's still pregnant, but people are dumb and y'all are still gonna talk and be dumb, right? Because I don't know if I'm not sure if you can wear corsets while pregnant, but maybe you can wear some sort of like compression situation if you're pregnant. Maybe I think that's what she was wearing in those suits and stuff. I don't know. Let me Google it real quick. You can't wear corsets while pregnant? You wear shapewear while pregnant? Okay, so it says, yes, it is generally safe to wear shapewear while pregnant as long as certain precautions are taken. So she's definitely wearing some sort of shapewear when she wears her outfits, especially with those court case outfits. Avoid tight or constricting shapewear, blah 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 blah. Yeah, choose maternity specific shape. So I guess she's wearing paternity specific shape. Let me Google some pictures of it. Hold on. Some type of compression situation. I'm looking at it. They all look like Spanx almost, but in her video, it looked like a corset in her pants. I don't think that she was purposely like faking a pregnancy, because that's stupid. Let me go on TikTok real quick. Let me go on her. Hold on. Oops. Bodega Baddie. Yeah, so she's like, the corset is unbuckled. I don't know if it's a corset or a shapewear. I don't know. Maybe she has some type of rich lady pregnancy shapewear or whatever the fuck. But it's like undone and it's in her pants and she's like playing around with it. It's still blocking her belly. So it's not like, guys, she's pregnant, and why would she fake a pregnancy? That's fucking stupid. Why would she fake a pregnancy only for you to question the paternity? Obviously, she's pregnant. I don't know. I just don't even fall for the dumb. I feel like people are just dumb, and so like the dumb theories are always gonna come with the bullshit. But yes, yes, but I also wanted to touch this. She so the past couple weeks she released Imaginary Players, the Jay-Z sample. It definitely got some mixed reviews, and then people have just been sounding off on Cardi B just in general about her just being pregnant, her court case, her releasing her album, and all these things. People often question Cardi B's status. They question if she deserves to be where she's at. They question her talent. They question all of these different things with her. So she's just automatically irritated and on edge a lot of the times, but she did hop on Spaces in regards to just people criticizing her latest drama and latest news. So here it is right here. I'm gonna open this up. Hold on.
Beef going on when male hip hop drama is a topic. Motherfuckers ain't, I don't know. I keep turning off my phone, keep turning on my this. I don't know. Like I was saying, when there's male hip hop beef going on, when male hip hop drama is a topic, motherfuckers ain't never got nothing to say. But when it comes to Cardi B, motherfuckers always got something to say, whether it has something to do with music or not. And it's getting so fucking annoying. First thing first, if I do a good record like Outside, a motherfucker want to sit here and downplay my hard work. Oh yeah, Atlantic is gonna make sure that they do the number. They're always doing tricks. But when Imaginary Players, it didn't perform good. Oh yeah, it's getting over for her. It's getting really scared for her. Her rollout is crazy. My rollout is crazy, and my rollout is rushed. Baby, my box set pictures, I did that shit when I was pregnant with Blossom. This is how far along I be planning my shit. Please save that. On top of that, right? Why is it that when it comes to niggas, you always fucking quiet? Why is my body, why is my pussy is always a topic? For you. Every other week, you always bring up my pussy.
It was a 16-minute Spaces clip. I'm not playing the whole thing, but you get the gist of it. People were saying that she was referring to, like, one of the people that she was referring to was Joe Budden, and later on in the clip, she was talking about how, like, I don't talk about how, I know the nigga that be dicking your girlfriend down and this and that or whatever. I don't want to be messy. Like, stop speaking on my name. Like, basically saying that. And people were saying that she was talking about Joe Budden and his situation. I don't know. I mean, I know like Joe Budden and Cardi B and all of them, they're on, just like how Young Thug and Future, all of them are on the Atlantic on the Atlanta, the ATL side of things. Cardi B and Joe Budden, they're on the New York, New Jersey side of things. So it'd be some shit going on in that realm that they probably know that we don't know yet. Like, they know each other's teeth before we know it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like maybe his girlfriend is fucking somebody else and she know about it, and she's sparing him. Stop talking about me, or I'm gonna tell your girlfriend. I don't know. But she did. It was interesting how she did say, when I'm doing well, it's bought, it's payola. When it's bad, it's I fell off. You know what I mean? So it's everyone always has something to say. That's just what that is. So that was interesting. Her album is definitely going to do numbers. It's definitely going to do numbers, in my opinion, because people are still, even your haters are still talking about you. Like, people are going to hate listen. Like, her album is going to do well. The first week, even though WAP and Up is on there, the first week is gonna do well. I feel like it's gonna be at least 100K for sure. Her debut was like what, 255 or 285, something like that. But I don't think it's gonna do that. But I feel like in order for people not to consider it a quote unquote flop, it needs to at least do 150. It needs to at least do 150, but hopefully it does like 2. I think it'll do 200K first week because people are just talking. Your haters, even your haters and your fans, everyone's talking about it, and everyone wants to hear it. They want to hear it because they're questioning your position in this music industry.
Right.
So I definitely think. You think she's gonna be 200K?
I think it might be 500,000. It might be 5.
No.
For real.
Not even like Taylor Swift is getting 500. Is she?
Of course.
Is she getting 500K first week? Probably. No. She in the threes, I think. Like Drake and them be like 300 something first week.
It's gonna be like 300. I'm gonna say.
You think 300? Because Nicki Minaj I think Nicki Minaj was like 300 first. She was either like close to 300 or 300 first week for Pink Friday too.
it's gonna be.
I don't know if Cardi B going to be through. I definitely feel like in order for it not to be a flop, it needs to be at least 150 to me. But it being 200K first week, I would hope so. I don't know.
Hey.
So I was actually shocked. Offset's album did not do well first week at all. It did like 28. It said 28K first week that he did. His last album, Set It Off, did 75K first week, which was good. Right. And his debut album, I think his debut album did pretty well as well. Yeah. This was his like quote unquote flop first week album, which is crazy. But it goes back to what I had to say last episode, where it was a debate whether Cardi B benefited from Offset or Offset benefited from Cardi B. This album from Offset was in the midst of the Cardi B breakup, so he didn't have Cardi B fans. That's what I feel like. And he didn't have Cardi B on that album, because he had Cardi B on both his first two albums. Yeah. And Offset, he loves a good feature. He'll have everybody on his album. He had the Gunnas, the JIDs. He had Tizo Touchdown on his album. He had he had a lot of folks on his album. He loves having features, which is fine. He loves, whatever. He comes from a group, so I'm sure he loves collaborating. But like but I feel like Cardi B wasn't on his album. It's a difference from the first two albums to this one, and Cardi B is the difference. And I feel like it's the big difference to me. But hey, I mean, Offset is passionate about his music. We can all see that. So I don't think, I'm sure he brushed this off and he's still working. He's actually on NBA YoungBoy's tour, his stadium tour. I think he's like an opening act for him, or he's like a supporting act for NBA YoungBoy. So that's pretty good. Push his album that way. Because he has the album was good. The Ciara album was pretty good. So, and he definitely put a lot of work in it. And he was very thoughtful with his visuals. He was very thoughtful with his rollout. He was very thoughtful with the music. So, yeah, that's what I feel. But I'm like, wow, it did 28K first week. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Hey, man, look.
Anywho,
hey.
We're almost done here, guys. Latto and Ice Spice squashed the beef, surprisingly. So they just released a new song called Gat. This past Friday. It actually leaked on Wednesday. It randomly leaked on Wednesday on Twitter. So they ended up they had to like release the song earlier than I guess it was planned, I guess. I don't know. But the song leaked. And the video came out Friday. And then they made Latto and Ice Spice made an appearance on Cenat's stream, because right now Cenat has his Mafiathon 3 going on right now. Yeah. And Latto and Ice Spice made an appearance, of course, for their rollout, and rightfully so. You better. And y'all have relationships with different streamers, so why not take advantage of that? I think it was dope. Cenat at one point, because like they were beefing, like half of Latto's album and half of Ice Spice's album was them dissing each other. They were dissing each other. Think you the shit fart? That was a damn diss. Fucking Latto Sugar Honey Iced Tea album was definitely like Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Like, hello, like it was like they was dissing each other and shit. And Ice Spice, and Latto was really dragging it. She was really fucking dragging it to the point where I feel like people didn't give a fuck no more about her beefing with Ice Spice. Who gives a goddamn fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I think she realized that and was like, okay, well, you know what? Can't beat them, join them. And I guess that's on both ends, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I feel like it makes more sense for them to come together than beef, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Nicki don't like neither one of their asses, so it's just like what.
Yeah, women beef is crazy.
It's like, nah, I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm not gonna put that in. But yeah, it just makes more sense for them to come together, make music together, than for them to be beefing, because all the guys been music together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like this beef is drawn out. No one cares about y'all beefing each other no more. And it's just weird. Like, girl, two light skins need to stick together. Y'all need to be having light skin beef. That's crazy. But no, so they were on Cenat stream, and of course, like Cenat tried to ask them, how did you guys squash it? Like, if it was me, like, I'd be like, so what, but he in his own way, he tried to ask, like, how did y'all come together?
Right.
How did y'all come together? Like, how did it happen? So I'm gonna play a clip right here. Give me 1 second, y'all.
They know like how it happened, because you feel me? Like Latto Ice Spice. The mystery.
Yeah, it's like.
Chat, do y'all want to know or no?
It's like, I'm not gonna tell you the ending of the movie. Like, I don't know. You gotta just watch.
Look, they all saying yes. They want to know.
Of course, they want to know.
Do they even want to know?
Okay, well, okay, you can't say who made the first move first or like how it came about.
If you want to, I mean, yeah. I feel like this is for another segment.
How?
She sent me the song. It's Latto's song. It's really, really cute. I loved it. Once I heard it, I was like, yo, duh. I did it. Yeah, I sent it back to her.
I like, you know what I do like though? I like how y'all came together and made a track though. I really do like that.
Yeah. So this is what I think. And Latto wasn't trying to answer the question. She wasn't trying to answer how it came about, how they squashed it. But Ice Spice did say, Latto sent me the song. I thought it was cute. I got on it. So when I looked at the credits, I'm a credit girl. Looking at the credits, because I'm like, Ice Spice, you know what comes with Ice Spice. Usually with an Ice Spice song, Riot is on the docket. And I look at it and I see that Riot is listed as one of the producers. Along with Go Grizz. Go Grizz frequently produces Latto's songs. So I don't know if it was a Riot beat originally or what. I don't know, because I know that we all know Riot from a lot of Ice Spice's hits. And he is branching off and producing other projects for himself and for other people. The Chris Brown song Depends that everyone likes, Riot was one of the producers on that song as well, which is great. So I'm guessing he is making beats and just sending them out to other people, which makes sense. And maybe I'm just guessing, because Latto was being shy about what happened, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I think that maybe Latto heard the beat. And it was Riot. Riot was one of the producers, and it was known that Riot was one of the producers, and maybe she was going to avoid it because of Ice Spice beef, but then maybe someone on her team was like, listen, let's just squash this, because you can't be avoiding beef because you're beefing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is stupid. Now it's interfering with your job. Like, no. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe I'm just guessing because Latto wasn't trying to say nothing, so we're gonna have our conspiracy here. Maybe it was that, and maybe Latto's camp and then Ice Spice's camp decided to have them squash it. Maybe they got them on the phone and they talked, and Latto was like, "Yeah, I want to use this song. I know Riot produced. Like, let's just get on this one. Let's just come together. This is stupid now. It's done. It's dumb. Let's come together. We can gag the girls that way. Let's come in together. Let's gag the girls real quick." I think that was there. That was one of the reasons. I love how they did a video together. I love that. I love how they're following each other on Instagram now. They're showing love and stuff like that, because it just make even though this is clearly a work relationship, this is clearly business, but it just makes sense to do that. Cool. And I'm glad that, to me, I'm glad that you guys beefed first, because after you squash a beef and y'all get cool, I feel like it's more genuine after a beef. What you think? Even with friendships, like I don't, I'm very. I can be very confrontational at times. I can be very, I can be very vocal. Me and my closest friends, we go at it. But it feels genuine to me that I can go at it with you. I can talk to you. I can tell you things that you might not like. We can have discussions about anything. Right. It feels more genuine that way than to just be la all the time, rainbows, and tiptoe around each other. I don't like that. Right. So I think I do love the beef coming first and then the friendship coming afterwards, because now it's even more genuine to me, in my opinion. What you think?
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. It definitely, yeah, I think so. I think what you just said,
yeah. Is that, and the fact that Latto was like, what she say? She said something like, "Oh, I don't want to spoil the ending," or something like that. I don't know. So I also think maybe they have some sort of joint project coming out or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, or they might have a joint tour coming out at some point, because this is one of Latto's new songs, because she released another song called Somebody a few months ago. I like that song a lot. She released that song, and then now it's this song Gat with Ice Spice. So she has 2 new songs out right now. So maybe she's rolling out a new album soon. And then Ice Spice, she has a new song she has a new snippet that she put out a couple weeks ago called, I don't know what it's called, but it samples MIA Bad Girls, which is really cute. So she's working on new music. She's working on her rollout and stuff like that. So it just makes sense for both rollouts for them to come together and gag the girls a little bit. But maybe they'll have maybe in the future they may be planning on a joint tour. Maybe that's if I was on the team, I would definitely suggest that. I wouldn't stop at the song and the video. Let's do a tour.
Yeah, that sounds like a good thing.
Let's do a tour. Yeah. I don't know if they could if that one GAT song can carry the tour clout. Maybe it needs to be another song, or maybe someone's album needs to come out first and then they can be on another song on the album. I don't know. But I think the reason why Latto didn't want to say anything, I don't know, because they want to do a tour, I guess, or I don't know. Because like, why is she being so secretive as to why? Like, why did she want to at least talk about how they squashed the beef? You know what I mean? I guess she wants to gag the girls some more.
Right. We'll see.
She wants to gag the girls some more, in my opinion. But it was a really cute stream. You know, it looks like this is probably like the second time they've been around each other in person. They were in person at the video shoot. They got cool there, hugged up, but it was really cute. They were talking about food together, and at one point Cenat wasn't even in the conversation. He was trying to find a way in the conversation, because they was bonding over try this burger in Japan when you go to Japan. Like, you know, it was really cute. Because it's just like, why y'all even beefing in the first place? Y'all are both pretty women. Like, y'all have more in common than differences, like just by looks alone. Like, it's just like, what's the problem? So that was cute. I like that. I like the song GAT. I like the song GAT a lot. Yeah, both Ice Spice and Latto's producers were on the credits. So I don't know. I don't know if it was Riot's song first or Go Grizz's song first. I don't know.
Who knows?
But Riot is on there, so yeah. Maybe or if it wasn't a Riot beat, maybe someone on Latto's team was like, okay, we have to pivot here. Let's pivot. You drawn out the beef. You made half the damn album was Ice Spice disses. Okay, let's pivot here. What would gag the girls? You squashing it with Ice Spice. Boom. Because Ice Spice doesn't have any Nicki ties anymore. She doesn't have any ties to anyone. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why not? So that was cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And lastly, child, it's so hot in this goddamn room. Lastly, Fifth Harmony reunited on stage at the Jonas Brothers concert the other day. I'll put a hand clap for that. I knew something was happening because the rumors started coming out, because I don't know whose PR agent or something like that. You know, someone's PR agent leaks things to the media or whatever the fuck to taste test what people would feel about certain things coming out. So the rumor came out about them reuniting at some point. So then weeks go by, nothing happened. Then I saw Dinah, Allie, and Lauren courtside somewhere at someone's basketball game. That was the indicator there. Like, okay, whatever. So then now they're all reunited, the four of them reunited without Camila, on stage at the Jonas Brothers concert, because their concert, they're bringing out different guests. On their concert, they brought out JoJo at one point. They brought out Demi Lovato. People went crazy with that one. I think they brought out Jesse McCartney as well at one point. And they brought out Fifth Harmony at this stop. So Normani looks amazing. They all look good. They were a bit rusty but I guess I don't know if it was just this one-off thing. I guess I don't know what this was for. I don't know if. I don't know. I saw on Twitter someone said this is only a one-time thing, but I'm just like, for what though? Like, what? Why? I don't know. Huh?
They're trying to get that bag.
I don't know. But what bag? So what's the business behind this? Like, why would that be something that's worth them doing, that one-time performance? They did sell some merch though. They had like merch going on around that, the other day involving that performance and that clout from that performance. Maybe. But other than that, what would be the business behind this?
Just that one-time show, just that one thing they did.
Yeah.
Might be just a tester, just to see.
Just to see if they come back together.
Something maybe. Just I don't know why they would just do one.
Yeah, I don't know why the one time would be a thing they would do.
It sounded like a tester.
But why? We want Normani to fully flesh out her debut album. We ain't get enough from that. We ain't getting no video, no performance, no nothing.
I didn't know she.
And then they said that Lauren Jareggi, she just got casted for Dancing with the Stars. So do she have time for all of that? What is this for?
That's probably the what.
What is this? What is this for? I don't know. Anywho, that was my question. What is this for? I don't understand. But yeah, that's all for me. Is there anything that you wanted to discuss before we log out today, J Rob?
None. Nah.
Was this a good episode?
I think it was. Welcome back.
Thank you. Like,
Welcome
this
back.
is the thing, right?
Welcome
like, y'all
back.
are so irritating sometimes on you. So so TikTok has one
What they do to you?
So TikTok has one grouping of people, and then YouTube has another type of grouping of people. On
Yes.
YouTube, they love to criticize, like, if my rings touch the mic, or if I'm smacking too much, or like, oh, you get tongue twisted when you say certain things. Yes, I do. Okay, and I've always listen. This is the thing. I've always struggled. I don't know if I could call it a speech impediment, I'm not sure, but I've always struggled with my speech growing up. I've always been a smart girl, but I've always struggled with my speech growing up. It used to be way worse. Like, even sometimes, like, I would get, like, I feel like, you know, in school, I would be bullied. Like, I wasn't good at standing up for myself. I wasn't good with, like, giving attitude back. So I would be kind of bullied because people saw that I couldn't stand up for myself, or I couldn't like argue with you. But partially why is because I had a really bad stutter, and like I can't really I had a speech issue at some points. Like, I couldn't really like go in and talk, go back and forth with you sometimes, because I would stutter, or I would do. It was just, I wasn't comfortable with my speech when I was in the midst of like if I was in like an anxious situation. Does that make sense? Or in an argument, I'm not good at being in an argument. I wasn't good at being in an argument because I had a stutter issue, or like a stumbling over my words issue, or like I just had a speech issue growing up. I could talk, but like sometimes I would stutter and shit like that. But it's gotten better. Even when this podcast first started back in like 2018, when we first started, like I listened back. Oh my God, J Rob. Like I was talking a mile a minute. Like I was talking so fast and stuttering. Like, oh my God, these past few years, I've learned to like, I still like have moments where I'm like, because I try to repeat like certain things I say, because I know I'm editing this and I have to edit out the part where I stuttered and put in the right part. But like, oh my God, my early episodes were horrendous. I was talking fast as fuck, stuttering. It was just a lot. And like, even like on YouTube, I have a section where my popular videos sit, and like the first 2 videos is like I have 9.5K, 8.1K, and those videos, like it was a good clip and it got a lot of views, but I'm listening back like, oh my God, I'm talking so fast and then I'm stuttering. Oh my God, I can't listen to this. Ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. Like, but I have gotten better. I have like tried to slow. It used to be really worse, guys. It used to be bad. But like I've tried to slow down, and like, cause I just get anxious and I want to just get it all out. Right. But I have to remember I have to slow down, and I have to like, maybe I just think when I talk, I think that I have to hurry up and say the point, because maybe I'm taking too long to say the point. I don't want to take too long to talk. Right. Does that make sense? I want to hurry up and get to the point so you can hear what I'm saying. But in reality, to you, it may sound like I'm talking really fast. But in my mind, I feel like I'm talking too slow.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I don't feel like you talk too fast, though.
I used to really bad. Really bad. Even just now in the hallway before we hit record, J-Rob had a session because he's a producer, a musical producer. The guy told me, when I talked to him, he was like, oh, where you from? You from New York? I'm like, what? No, I'm from PG County, just like you. He said he's from around here too. I said, how I sound like I'm from? He's like, nah, you think you from New York or something. Like, what? And I'm thinking he said that because New Yorkers talk really fast. And I talk fast. So it gives, I'm from New York. Hell no, I'm not from no motherfucking New York. I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland. He was like, you sure? Like, you sound like you from Philly. I said, he said Philly. I said, Philly? You're crazy. I was like, Philly is crazy.
Like far up the road.
I'm like, sir, no, I'm from PG County, Maryland. He was like, you for real? I said, yes. I said Maryland, right? You heard me say Maryland. I ain't say Maryland. I said Maryland. Oh my God. And I had to say, he was like, for real, you sound you? I said, no. I was like, then I had to hit him with the, nah, Mo. He was like, you don't gotta say Mo. You don't gotta say Mo. You don't gotta say Mo. I don't like when girls talk like men. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Like he was like, Mo was a man thing to say. I'm like, okay, all right, Mo. Like whatever. All
right, Mo.
Man, watch out.
Watch out.
Man, watch out. Move, bitch. Say no. But no, yeah. So I'm from PG County, Maryland. I'm not from Baltimore.
Yeah, she's from PG.
I live in Baltimore. I ain't from there. I'm from PG County, Maryland. Yeah, like you think I'm from New York because I talk fast, but like I don't sound like I'm from no motherfucking New York. New York. That was insane. But then he said Philly took me out. Philly took me out. I said that's where I draw the line. Philly is crazy because I don't even like bitches from Philly.
Dang.
Anywho, yes. So, J-Rob, did you have anything else to say? I don't have any music. So Ice Spice, Latto, cool. Right. I'm still running back Chance the Rapper's new album. It's really good. And the fact that I started playing Chance the Rapper's new album, on rotation on Spotify, it starts bringing up his old songs. And I forgot how Coloring Book was a really good album. Yeah. Chance the Rapper really was lit back in like 2015. 2014, 2016, he was lit as fuck. I remember when I was at Made in America. He headlined Made in America. I was there one year. I saw him in concert at Fillmore one time. Like, he's good. He has really good music. I forgot. And then I have no movies. I'm still watching the summer I Turned Pretty on Prime. We're in the last season. There's only a couple episodes left. I'm still Team Conrad. And yeah, I'm just waiting on the movie Him to come out. And me and J-Rob are going to go see it, and we're going to talk about it when we talk to you guys next time. So yeah, that's all for me. Any shows, any music, anything you're watching? I can't wait for Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt comes back. So all the fall. So I'm thinking like a lot of good TV shows come out in the fall. Reasonable Doubt is coming out this month. I can't wait for that. And they have a lot of different stars on that. I think Lori Harvey is guest starring on there. Joseph I'm sorry, I forgot that man's last name, but Tommy from Power, he gonna be on Reasonable Doubt. And some other folks gonna be. I think Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's daughter, Rumi Willis. Sorry, she's gonna be on that show as well. Yeah, that's one of the shows that I'm excited to watch. I'm still waiting for them to announce Paradise coming back out season 2. Yeah, have you watched Paradise yet? You have to. It's on Hulu. Watch it. Watch it. Yes. Anything you want to talk about before we log out?
Oh, Katrina documentary on Netflix was dope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch Jussie Smollett's documentary on Netflix?
No, that shit don't even pop up on my choice.
Oh my god. Jussie Smollett. I heard that he signed with Dallas Austin's record label.
I didn't know.
I guess this Netflix documentary was like some sort of like rollout or damage control or something like that, or some sort of PR thing to do. They detailed the case. They have a play. It was giving like crime mystery. It was giving crime mystery. One of those crime mystery documentaries. I love those when they reenact, when people are telling the story and they reenact it with actors and stuff. Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, I love it. It was giving that. Yeah.
That's it for me though.
That's it for me too. All right, guys. Well, we out. Thanks for listening. Again, Heard the Podcast is on all podcast streaming platforms. HER''D the podcast. We are on YouTube. HER''D the podcast. We are on TikTok. Heard Pod. HERDPOD. Follow up, subscribe up, comment, like, share, all those good things. I love you guys. J-Rob, we good? We out? Say peace. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Watch out, man. Watch out. Bye.
Watch out,
man. Watch out. Move, bitch.
You gotta say watch out.
Watch out, man. Watch out. All right, Mo. Kill Mo. All mothers, Mo. Because I guess I'm from Philly. Like, what the fuck? What do Philly niggas say? Hold on. What do Philly niggas say?
What from Philly? John.
They say John. Ugh. Yeah. We say John. Yeah. What in New York? Word to my mother. Word to my mother. Word to my mother. How do I say it?
We say all mothers.
We say all mothers. And they say word to my mother. Word to my mother.
Son.
Yeah, son. We say son too.
But
we like, nah, son. Come on, son. Like, son. They like, son. What's up, money? B? I'm not your kid, not your child. Why I gotta be your son? All right, bye. All right, bye, y'all.